Hey gang, today we're going to do Rush's Limelight, the introduction and the chords to the first verse. This was inspired by Rick Beato's recent video of the 20 greatest electric guitar intros, and I thought, yeah, this is pretty cool, and maybe we'll do a few more of them, and I'm going to call this Guitar Riff Boot Camp, and we'll do whatever your suggestions are as well. If you have suggestions, love to do them if I can, if it makes sense to do them, but maybe we'll focus on Beato's top 20 first. He plays them, I'll teach him. Plus, on this one, we're going to do the chords to the first verse. Not just the intro, but the chords to the first verse. All right. As always, if you like this one, go ahead and click the like button. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for one, or actually more like a couple of these every single week. We'll see you in just a second. All right, gang, let's go over this note for note. What I want to do is I want to go over the intro first, and then we'll go over the chords to the verse. So the intro, basically there's two licks in the intro, and then I want to talk about the timing of the intro because the timing is difficult, I think. And I think I haven't heard any other instructors do this, and I know it screwed me up, so I want to share that with you. Let's go over the lick notes itself. So the note, it kind of goes like this. That's the first part, okay, of the intro. So the notes are really pretty straightforward. We're going to go on the E string open, on E string 4, A string open, A string 4, and D string 2. And then we're going to play a power chord, B power chord, okay. And we're going to play that twice. Then we're going to play this note right here, E string 4th, and then an A power chord. All right, so the B power chord is simply A string 2, D string 4, G string 4, and the A power chord is A string open, D string 2, and G string 2. All right, so whole thing slowly is this. All right, one final thing on the record, he plays the first time through, you play it 3 times through. On the first time through, he plays it cutting off that B chord very quickly, so like this. Second time through, he lets it go on a little bit longer, and same with the third time through. All right, so you play that through 3 times, and then the last time you play a different lick. All right, so I want to help you with the timing, at least I hope this helps a little bit. What I find is that a lot of people try and play, including myself, I always try to play it on the 2, and when the drummer comes in, you're screwed up because it just doesn't work. There's like you're missing a note in there. And what it is I think it's coming in on the and of 2. So it's 1, 2, and 1, 2, and. Let me play it with a metronome. That'll help a little bit better. See if I can do that. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Etc. All right. So if you do that, I think you'll get it, and it really is on the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 2, 4 and like that. All right. if in doubt, just play it on the record until you get it, and make sure you go all the way to when Peart comes in and the rest of the band, Geddy, come in. All right, so on that second riff, it basically is this. Played a bunch of times. So the first one is a power chord B. We already did that. Second one is a power A, except that on the G string you're going to keep that fourth fret, which is a B. Kind of a cool suspended sound. And then on the last one is a power chord E, but you're also going to keep that note on the G string for the B. All right, so the first one is a power chord B. That's A string 2, D string 4, G string 4. And then the second one's a power chord A with that extra note there. So that's open, A string open, D string 2, G string 4. And then the last one's an E with that same note up there. That's open E string, A string 2, D string 2, G string 4. Whole thing sounds like this. Now we're going to do our lick. So pretty straightforward. E string 2 and then 4. And then on the A string open and 4 and open again. And then we're back to our power chords. All right. So that is it for the opening. Now the chords are really even cooler. This whole thing's basically in the key of E, right? Because we've got a B, an A, and an E. Those chords are all fit into the key of E. The other chords that we're going to play here are going to fit as well. Now one thing that's really cool about the key of E is that B is in the key of E, and so is E, obviously. So when you hit these top two strings, they're going to sound good. So Lifeson, as he's playing this, is often playing those strings open just to kind of fill out the sound of the guitar. So the first chord we're going to play is, when we go over the chords, let's just go over them right now. It's going to sound something like this. All right. Okay, so on that one, we're going to start out here with this first note, which is kind of like a B suspended second sort of sound. It's an open B sound anyway. And that's just the B on the A string 2, and then the B on the G string 4. And then stroking the top two strings just open. So like this. Second one is kind of like an A minor suspended sound. G sharp minor, not A, it's G sharp. Very neat sound. So we've got on the 6th string or on the E string, we've got 4. On the D, we don't play on the 5th string or the A string. On the 4th string, we've got 4. And on the 3rd string, we've got 6. Really neat sound. Then we've got an F sharp power chord. Lift it up. So that's just the E string that you're lifting it up on. What could be easier than that? You're playing the open E string and then the top two. And then do it again. Then we'll go back to our B, our G sharp minor, and our F sharp power chord. F sharp power chord is going to be E string 2, A string 4, D string 4. All right, so there we go. Let's play the whole thing kind of slowly. Okay, last part is this. Right? So that's pretty straightforward. We got our B power chord. We're just going to arpeggiate it, right? So it's A string 2, D string 4, G string 4. And then our little A with that suspension in there is just A open, D2, and G4. And then our lick again. E string open, E string 2, E string 4, and then on the A string open, 4, open. And we do it again. And that's it, folks. There you have it, gang. The intro and the chords to the first verse, or the guitar to the first verse from Rush's Limelight. Definitely one of the highlight riffs of the 80s, if not all of the rock era. We'll see you on down the road.